Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Cornbread's Factory. I've been working very diligently. We got a lot of things to go over today. I'm just going to do a little walkthrough and then we're going to automate sealed mechanisms. So I hope you guys are ready and prepared. It's going to be a fun episode. Let's jump in. Okay, so we're doing the first step of the extra part of chapter 1. We are basically putting down arboreal extractors around a tree. And it's going to pump out resin into some basins, get stamped, and it's going to get cooked into cured rubber. And then I'm going to have it go to two things. I'm going to have it go to making sealed mechanisms and then making cured belts, or not cured belts, cured rubber. I'm making mechanical belts. I need to make mechanical belts because to make these it's pretty expensive. Needs 6 of them and it makes 3. So right now we're going to put down our arboreal extractors and our pipe. I know it's a little cramped in that corner, but we're not really going to be going over there very often, if you know what I'm saying. So I find if you hit shift and space at the same time, it'll orientate the proper way. Because if it just orientates like this, you can't, at least I can't figure out a way to get it to turn around, you know? So I just jump and shift at the same time. Don't worry about the orientation yet, because we're gonna gear it all up, so that's not gonna be an issue. Okay. And then I'm going to want my power to come in through here. Okay. Got that back. These are powered. So we're going to put our pipes down. I want them to hit both of these. And then I want it to go up. Up one more. And then it's going to attach all the way around to all the pumps coming out of the arboreal extractors. And then now we're going to go around and we're going to orientate these so the arrows are pointing the direction we would like. Nice. So all that resin should be pumping into... Oop. Yeah, it should be pumping all into here now. So now we're just going to get our power connecting our belts to... that. It's basically going to be pumping the resin into these. It's going to be stamped out, and then this belt's going to carry it away, and then it's going to be cooked. I need to slow this belt down probably more, and then it's going to be cooked via encased fans and lava, and then like I said, it's going to split off 2 directions. So I'm going to get that kind of situated, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm just putting these encased chain drives right behind these encased fans, and then I'm going to... These seared tanks from Tinkers are super useful. You could have this just flowing lava, I believe it would still work, but I'm kind of a stickler and I kind of like it not looking like that. You also shift when you're on a belt, you don't move. I know, I'm on fire. Please don't die. Please don't die. Please don't die. Regen. Please regen. It's always so unsettling seeing yourself laying on the ground. Now we're going to test and see how long, actually, sorry, I want to do a single. We're going to test and see how long a single takes, because if it's less than the 5 fans, then I might get rid of one of them. So 2 fans, 3 fans. Oh, that's all it needs. So these 2 are useless. So it changed at that one. So I am going to... just like that, see? So that's your heater. It's got the encased fans, your lava. So now it pumps out the resin into the reservoirs. If or into the basins. If this one is getting backed up, then I'll start pumping it into the second one. The only issue is now the presses move at the speed of this. Actually, I don't think it matters. Even though the presses are moving really slow, it's not getting backed up. These are still taking forever. So I'm gonna leave it. We got the pumps from the trees, the Arboreal Extractors, those are set up. We got the rubber stamper, that's done. Cured rubber by flame, that's done. All sealed up. So now we need to set up automated crafters that are gonna pump over a few of our kinetic mechanisms. I'm gonna need 9 crafters. I wonder if I have any down here. Yeah, so I only need 9. Okay, that was a little bit of stress, but I think I got it all figured out. So we got our Arboreal Extractors, we got our pumps, they're pulling the resin out, it's getting stamped, getting cooked. This tunnel is set to round robin, so it's going to do 1 and 1. This is going to store them if there's ever a backup. Always put these in there just in case. You don't want a bunch of items on the ground lagging out your world. But they are going to just pump out 1 at a time onto these depots, which is perfect because there's 3 mechanical crafters right there. I know it's kind of tight, and then there's 6 right here. This will make our sealed mechanisms. So it's just this mechanical arm is going to put in a cured rubber into this andesite funnel, and then this one, and then this isn't automated yet. I'm just putting kinetic mechanisms in there because I don't really want a whole bunch of these. I don't think I'm going to use a lot of them, and I haven't figured out how to set a certain limit yet. So once I figured that out, then I'll probably change this a little bit more. But for right now, it's making these it's making sealed mechanisms if I put some kinetic mechanisms in there. So I just threw some in there. Now it should, oh, it doesn't have any. So as soon as it makes some and it sends it to this one, yeah, I don't have any cured rubber, but this mechanical arm will fill up this one, and then this one does these 6. So you can literally just make the mechanical arms, put them right into the andesite funnels, which I thought was very neat, very useful. So we have our mechanical belts up here being crafted, and we have our sealed mechanisms being crafted. This is very useful. We have our kinetic mechanisms being crafted down there, and then we have our sealed mechanisms being crafted right here. Next step is going to be our precision mechanisms, and I'm going to be honest, guys, I can't wait. It's going to be so much fun. But like I promised at the end of the episode, I was going to do a little walkthrough, so I feel like it is time. So up here, you basically just have your tree farm. I've kind of changed the configuration for the depot, or the deployers, to be on top. I think it looks a lot better. I just have glowstone on top to let the trees grow. This will funnel it into 4 things. You get 4 things from oak trees. So saplings, sticks, apples, and then logs. Everything gets picked up, and if they don't, it's just the logs, the only thing that doesn't. It'll go on this conveyor belt where you have this tunnel set to round robin again, and it's going to, wow, it's going to send them this direction and this direction. There's obviously a problem over there I'll have to go check out in a second, but down this direction it goes to our furnace, and then that direction it goes to making sealed mechanisms. So if you go down here, it falls into this drawer, which goes into a hopper, which goes into our furnace. If this is burning, it creates, like I said, a crazy amount of stress units. So this is what we've been using for everything. All of everything in this factory is on this one thing. So very cool. So it does have to burn something, so I'm just making charcoal, which is useful for two things. So it goes into the furnace, so it pumps out of the drawer into this depot, and it will get picked up by the mechanical arm if this depot is empty, and then it will go into the furnace. So the other place that those logs go is going to be over here, where it's going to drop down in the chute. So if you see right there, you can see that it literally explains what the issue is. So if you go to an empty hand, you can pick up that issue that keeps causing problems. So now this should all start fixing up. All these logs should start leaving now. So yep, no more issue now. It's all going down in that chute. So the chute is going to push the logs down into this drawer, which is going to have your 3 saws set with stripped wood, and then set to planks, and then to slabs. It goes around here, and as long as it has andesite from the andesite creation, which it looks like it's running a little low. Oh, that's the issue. This is maxed out. I haven't fixed that yet, so I need to upgrade this. So that's why this is all stopped, but it would keep creating them and then making kinetic mechanisms. The next thing, I'm going to start all the way up here. This is my kelp farm. I made it down here just to make it a little bit better. I made glass around it. It falls down this chute, and this is a safety. This will hold any kelp if it starts getting backed up. Kelp goes down in here, goes into one side of the basin. Clay comes in. This tunnel is going to sort andesite and clay. The clay goes in here, mixes with the kelp, gets cooked. The fans are on top over here. I thought it was a little neater. The algal blocks go into the basin, and the andesite, there's also another safety right here and a safety right here. If any sand gets through, sometimes it doesn't get smelted, it'll catch in right here. So andesite fills up just in case it's a backup, and then it goes into this basin, mixes with the algal blocks, becomes andesite alloy. And then there's also this backup. So if this is mixing and there's another andesite or another algal, it'll keep pushing. I guess I could fix that by putting a block in front of the belt, and then it would just keep it there, but then it would back up the entire system. So I don't know if I want to do that yet. The andesite alloy goes up here, where we have yet another tunnel set to round robin. It is going to have 3 outputs. So this one will hold any extra andesite alloy, which, I mean, you know, you use it for shafts and stuff, so I figure we'll need it. And then these chests are also backups. They go down into the hoppers, into the deploying arms. This one just has the diamond saws, so it makes the precision mechanisms. And then over here, I basically just have 3 cobblestone gens, just regular cobblestone gens. They fall down through some hoppers into some grindstones, which will make them into gravel. They go down into some chutes, which go into this belt, and then into the crushing wheels, where it's crushed into sand and flint. The flint gets caught right here. The sand goes around, it gets washed, and turns into either clay or nothing. It's got like a 30% chance. So out of every 4, there should be a clay. Which that one wasn't. That's kind of wild. Yeah, should be like every 3 or 4 there should be a clay. So clay block comes down here, and like I said, goes through the tunnel where it's sorted andesite and clay. And then the elephant in the room, the drill. I made a bigger drill than that old little puny one. It's just a bunch of drills and some floating lava gens right over bedrock. Pretty simple. I thought it was pretty neat. I hope you guys had fun today. It was a great episode. We were able to successfully make sealed mechanisms and our belts and have it fully automated. I hope you guys had fun. If you guys stuck around to the end to watch the walkthrough, I really appreciate you guys. Hit that like button, subscribe, anything, all that support. It really helps. I appreciate you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.